Thank you. Thank you very much. Once again, good evening, everybody, and welcome to another happy heaped helping of 3, 2, 1. Now, you've heard of Sing Along a Max. Well, this is Finger Along a Ted. We've got a marvellous studio audience here. Of course, 1 or 2 people couldn't get here tonight. Michael Parkinson was coming tonight. You know Michael Parkinson. He's the fellow who attends school reunions in disguise. and Arthur Scargill was coming tonight, but he couldn't find anywhere to park at YTV. No. They found him a place now, the river, and the Australian cricket captain was coming, Greg Chappell, but he's at the chemist trying to get some underarm protection. But as always, everybody's here, ladies and gentlemen, our delightful girls, our surprise guests. We've got lots of money, we've got loads of prizes, of course. And, of course, we've got one little stumbling block. You know who that is, yes? Our metal Mickey taker, looked after, as always, by the delightful Karen Palmer with Dusty Ben. Here she is.
Welcome.
Great.
Welcome to the Hoolie. Oh, the theme of the show this week is cabaret.
No, wait, Michael.
Huh?
You're not Karen.
Oh, you noticed.
Yeah, well, where is Karen?
Well, it's, Bin.
Bin?
Yes, Bin. Bin and gone.
What do you mean, she's been and gone?
Karen, she got locked in the dressing room.
Well, there is a spare key, isn't there?
Yes, I'm the only one who has the spare key. I'll see you in about a month.
Very true. OK. As you can see, folks, of course, Dusty's dressed up as a man about town because, well, the theme of our show this week is cabaret. That sophisticated form of nightclub that, well, it goes on in nightclubs, in restaurants and hotels throughout the world. But right now, meet the first on our bill tonight, as always, the most important people here, our contestants.
From Gateshead, here are Jim and Joan Hallock. From Holmfirth, Richard and Janet Quillane. From Stockport, Michael and Jane Eyre.
OK, our quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, we start with 3 couples. Remember, at the end of the quiz, we have 2 couples left to play our elimination game, leaving 1 couple to go home, we hope, with a good prize tonight. Let's meet our first couple, who are Mike and Jane Eyre from Stockport.
That's right,
yes?
Yeah.
Michael and Jane. Jane Eyre. Now, there's a novel name.
That's right.
Now, Jane, you're a housewife and a mother. And I believe here it says you met Michael in a club.
That's right.
And what was significant about that?
Well, it was called The Sinking Ship. And not long after we met there, it burnt down.
Something in that.
It just burnt down. Sinking ship burnt down. It's now the Incredible Hulk. Yeah. Michael, here, what sort of job do you do?
I'm an advertising manager for a Ford main dealer in Stockport.
Uh-huh. So you obviously go to the motor show, do you?
Yes.
I've only been about twice to the motor show. I love the way they drape the girls across the cars.
That's the best part of it.
How do you feel about the Japanese building over here like they're going to?
Not very happy.
I'm sure you're not.
No.
Because they're going to build a car plant here in a depressed area. At the moment, there's 3 likely places: Merseyside, Wales, and the Labour Party headquarters. That's unbelievable. Anyhow, let's have your questions. And with your questions, we've got Alison Temple Savage. Alison? Yeah. Now then, Alison, what's this I hear about you? Fancy a job on the high seas or something?
That's right. It's always been my ambition to be on the high seas.
Well, no, surely not all those stormy oceans.
No, I want to walk around the cinema with a tray saying, "Ice seas, ice seas, come and get your ice seas."
Well, a couple of more jokes like that and you might well be doing it. But would you like to select your envelope, please, Mike? OK, Alison, thanks very much indeed. Now, you know we like you to answer alternately. Ladies first, of course. A couple of ways you can be stopped if you make a mistake or if you run out of time. If you don't know an answer, please say don't know. We get on to the next question. And we do let you have one to start with. This question is about months of the year and number of days in each. Now, we will give you the month, and we want you to give us the total number of days in each month, all right? We'll start you with June, which has 30. So, all right, it's June and...
30.
August.
31.
May.
31.
January.
31.
September.
31.
30 days have September. Now you remember. Not to worry, you got 4 right, so that makes you've got £40, Jane. Well done. That's all right. Not a bad start at all. Okay. Okay, we've got Joan and Jim Hullock from Gateshead, Geordieland. Now, Jim, do you do anything sort of typical of that area, like coal mining or anything like that?
Do I do? No, no, I work for a cigar importer.
Cigar importer?
Yes.
You don't smoke yourself, I suppose, or do you?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Because we've got one of our crew here who smokes nothing but cigarettes, and his fingers are so nicotine stained, his phone directories have yellow pages. Joan? I see, Joan, you tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do? You're a mother?
I'm a mother.
How many children do you
I'm a
have?
housewife. 2. Joanne's 12 and Gillian's 8.
Well, give them a quick wave. You might as well give them a wave. Why not? And you do a part-time job?
Yes, I'm a cashier, part-time cashier in a bit large regional building society.
You don't deal in granny bonds at your building society?
No.
Because that's a lovely, lovely phrase, granny bonds. As handcuffs for pensioners. Now, what do you reckon? They're bringing in, the government, they're going to bring in this new pound coin. How do you feel about that? A pound coin?
Heavy.
Yeah. One good thing, now we'll be able to hear our money going down the drain. OK, let's have your questions from Fiona Curzon. Fiona. Now, where were you this morning?
Oh, I was going around the shops buying lots of lovely clothes.
Yeah, but you missed rehearsals.
No, I didn't, Ted. Not one little bit.
She wasn't alone there either. Would you like to choose your questions, please? Thank you very much. OK, same procedure. You've just got a 40 to beat at the moment. Answer alternately, and if you don't know an answer, please say don't know. Question is about units of measurement, old and new. Now, the answers will each be a number. Now, there are 100 centimetres in a metre, so we'll start you with that. How many centimetres in a metre?
100.
100. How many feet in a yard?
3.
How many new pence in a pound?
100.
How many pints in a gallon?
8.
How many minutes in an hour?
60.
How many pounds in a stone?
Don't know.
How many furlongs in a mile?
Don't know.
How many ounces in a pound?
16.
How many watts in a kilowatt?
Don't know.
How many objects in a gross?
144.
Right on the buzzer, you got 144. Watts in a kilowatt, there are 1,000. Furlongs in a mile, there are 8. Pounds in a stone, there are 14, and that's all you didn't know there. What do you have, 5, 6, 7? Yes, you've got 70 pounds. Well done. That's it. OK. Now, Richard and Janet Pillane, did I pronounce that right? Pillane?
Just about, yeah.
Just about. OK, then, what do you do, Richard? What's your job?
Well, I'm a traffic inspector for the West Yorkshire Passenger Transport Executive in Huddersfield.
Yeah, oh, yeah, give me a whip of that. Deserves that. Now, Janet, you also have a family too. What do you have?
Yes, with 2 boys.
Well, you'd better say a quick hello to them too.
Hello.
Go on, there you are, why not? And before you had the family, you used to work where?
I used to work at the Department of Health and Social Security in
The
Huddersfield.
DHSS, yes?
Yes.
What job did you do there?
Well, I was what's called a liable relatives officer. I worked in the department that collects maintenance from separated couples, usually the husband who's left the wife.
It's always the husband. Did you hear the vehemence there?
Usually.
DHSS, defecting husband seriously sought. Good, OK. Well, fair enough. Nice to have you with us. And let's have your questions. Libby Roberts has your questions. Now, Libby.
Do you know anything about garden birds? Because the ones in my garden will not eat.
Well, what are you feeding them?
Milk bottle tops, but they won't touch them.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Well, I can't understand it. They love them when they're on the bottles.
That's true. Let's have the questions. Thanks, Libby. OK, Richard and Janet, good luck to you. Here we go with your question. This question is about signs of the zodiac. We will give you one name, and we want you to give us the English name. We start you with Cancer, the crab. All right, so it's Cancer, the
crab.
Aquarius. What would that be?
Don't know.
Libra. Do you know the sign for Libra?
Scales.
Right. Pisces.
Fish.
Aries.
Ram.
Sagittarius.
Don't know.
Gemini.
Twins.
Taurus.
The bull.
Capricorn.
Goat.
And Virgo.
Don't know.
Ah, you wouldn't know that because I've got to say it. Virgo the Virgin and Sagittarius, of course, was the archer, and Aquarius was the water carrier, but you've not done bad at all. You also had £70. Smashing. Lovely. Right, so, at the end of the first round, we had couple number 1 on £40, but leading at the moment, we have Joan and Jim and Richard and Janet both on £70. Okay, Mike and Jane, here we go now for the second round. £40 each correct answer this time for you. Thank you, Mike.
Sorry.
All right, now then. And the good luck, same procedure, we let you have one to start with. This question is about idioms and proverbs giving advice. Idioms and proverbs giving advice. We'll give you the part of a phrase. We want you to complete it. Now, we'll start you with, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, so you can't teach an old dog.
New trick.
Cut your coat according to...
Your cloth.
You can't have your cake.
And eat it.
You can't make an omelette.
Don't know.
You can't make a silk purse.
Out of a sow's ear.
Don't count your chickens.
Before they're hatched.
Don't cross your bridges until...
You get to them.
And don't put all your eggs...
In one basket.
You can't lead a horse to water. You can't lead a horse to water. Sorry, you
can't
lead...
make it drink.
That's it. You ran out of time there. There was one you didn't know. You can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. Nevertheless, you have got 8 right, so that's 8... Yes, you've got £320. 320. That's it. All right, Jim and Joe, select your questions, would you? That's it. Well done, Joe. Is it going to be a good one? You can see the look on your face. OK, let's have a look. This question is about well-known phrases. We will give you the part of a phrase, and we want you to complete it. Now, we'll start you with to have a bee in your bonnet. So it's to have a bee in your...
Bonnet.
Put the cat among the...
Pigeons.
A snake in the...
Grass.
A bull in a...
China shop.
A bear with a...
Sore head.
A dog in a...
Don't know.
A cat on a...
Don't know.
A fly in the...
Ointment.
A pig in a...
China. Don't know.
A bird in the...
Hand.
All right, that's it. That's the 10th question. The couple of you knees stopped yourself on there. A pig in a poke, it was. A dog in a manger. Just the... one more, you didn't know. Yes, a cat on a hot tin roof. Nevertheless, what have you got at the end of that? You've got £490. £490. Well done. All right, Richard and Janet. Thanks, Libby. OK.
We'll have that one.
Also, yes. Also going for £70 each correct answer. This question is about well-known phrases. We will give you the part of a phrase, and we want you to complete it. Now, we'll start you with empty vessels make most noise. So it's empty vessels.
Make most noise.
Fine feathers.
Don't know.
To spoil the ship.
Sorry.
No. The pen is mightier.
Than the saw.
He who pays the piper.
Calls a tune.
One man's meat.
Is another man's poison.
Marry in haste.
No, sorry.
Good wine needs...
Don't know.
All's fair.
Sorry.
Right on the 10th one. All's fair in love and war. Good wine needs no bush. Marry in haste, repent at leisure. And fine feathers make fine birds. What do you have at the end of that round? £280 you have. Well done. All right, then. So at the end of our quiz, that's couple number 3 here, Richard and Janet on £280. Yes, we got our couple number 1 up there, Mike and Jane on £320. Winners of our quiz this week, Joan and Jim, £490 they have. Oh. There you go. We've got to say goodbye to you at this point, which is always a bit of a shame, but that's not bad, is it? £280. There's your ceramic bin. I'm sure you're pleased with him, aren't you?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Who's going to take the money? Yeah, Janet's going to take it. All in
Thanks
fivers.
very
Anyway,
much.
Janet, bless you for coming. Nice to see you. Take care. Rich, all the best. Thanks a lot for coming. Take it easy. Right. All right, folks. Just a couple of minutes, we'll be away. Back on 3, 2, 1 with the bin. See you in a minute. Don't go far now. about to play the 3-2-1 video elimination game. We've got Mike and Jane here from Stockport playing Jim and Joan, of course, from Gateshead. Now, before we get on with the video game, you've got a surprise for me, Jim, haven't you?
Yes, it's a programme from 1963, Ted. A programme you compared.
You would have to give the date away, wouldn't you? Frank Highfield, Arthur Worsley. Can you see that? Look at that. The stool there as well. Yes. That's where Dave Allen got it from. Lovely. Thanks a lot. However, you know what happens by now with our video game? As you can see at the bottom of the screen, you have got a bat which you can move from left to right by using the control stick here. You know, you just press it down to get the ball out. You've got to hit the ball against the wall. Each time you hit that wall, you'll score points. If you do manage to get through the wall, and we hope you do, that score really will rattle along for you. Now, who's going to play first, Jim?
Me.
You are? OK.
Yeah,
Good luck to you. And Mike, how about you two?
Yeah,
You're playing first. The men as well? Always playing first. Don't forget, if you do miss a shot, you've got to pass a control stick to your partner who continues playing. You've got 7 tries at this inside a minute, and once the red light starts to flash here, the last few seconds, you'll be on of that game. So good luck to you, and let's hope you're going to take home a great prize, whoever gets through. Here we go now. 3, 2, 1, right. OK, the red light is now flashing. The last few seconds of the game. OK, that's it. Hold it just there. Jim and Joan, Mark and Jane. Lovely. Well, whoa. It's a pretty tough one. Never an easy game to play, we'll tell you that. But we've got Jim and Joan here. They've scored a 28, but Mike and Jane have won 47. They've got. Yeah. 47. Right. Well done. That's about the highest anyone's scored for quite a time. You did pretty well there. Unfortunately, we've got to say goodbye to Joan and Jim, and I promise it's nothing against you showing me that old programme. But you didn't do bad at all there, did you? What's the money they won in the quiz, Fiona?
£490.
£490 is not bad. There it is. Look at that. There you are. There, of course, is a ceramic bin. There we are. The leather photo frame is there with a picture and autographs of all the people up here at Yorkshire. And there's your video game to take home. And let's hope you play it at home and have a lot of fun with it. OK? Take care, Joan. Thank you for coming. Jim, see you. Thanks a lot. Nice stuff. Yeah. Well, good luck to you, Jane. And Mike, that means, of course, you're going through with a chance, hopefully, of taking home something nice tonight. We know you've got 5 items to look at, 5 great prizes, 4 terrific ones, and booby. Win that bin, you know, that's all you get.
Yeah.
A brand new dustbin. Told you earlier on,
We don't
OK?
need one.
You don't need one.
No.
Nobody needs one. They let it pile up. Nobody needs one.
Yeah.
You know what happens at the end of each of our items will be at the table. One of the characters will come, leave an object, read you a rhyme, which will be a clue. When you've got 3 on the table, I'll ask you to reject one. When you've rejected 4, the one that remains will tell you whether or not you're going to take a dustbin home with you. However, I told you at the top of the show the theme this week is cabaret, and with a theme like cabaret, variety is our prime aim, and we've got a great mixture for you. To kick off, we're going to do just that. We've got a top dancing team. Ladies and gentlemen, D.D. Wilde's Pan's People.
Velkommen, bienvenue, velkommen. Fremde, étranger, stranger, hello stranger, glücklich zu sehen, je suis enchanté. Happy to see you, bleibe reste stay. Willkommen, bienvenue, willkommen im Cabaret, au Cabaret, du Cabaret. Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, Ladies und Gentlemen, presenting the Cabaret Girls, Lisa, Jane, Trisha, Claire und Anita. Each and every one is beautiful. Hello, stranger.
Étranger, stranger.
Comment ça va?
Le plain to say, je suis enchanté.
Happy to see you.
Blijven
Hey, willkommen, bienvenue.
Welcome.
In cabaret, au cabaret, to cabaret.
Great. Well done, Chris. Smashing. Yeah. I'm glad you like that. Chris, that was really terrific. You surprised all of us there with your German.
Oh, it's done me a power of good, Ted.
Yeah?
Yes. I said to one of those German girls, after the show, how about coming back to my place for a bit of food and a bit of drink? She said, bitter schön. I said, yes, if you like, after a bit of food, a bit of drink.
That's the kind of luck he has. Hey, while you're applauding Chris, how about thanking, please, D.D. Wilde's Pans people? Yes. OK, Chris. Now, what are you going to leave as the clue?
I'm going to leave for you a shoe.
Shoe?
There you are. OK?
All right. And what about the rhyme?
Now, the rhyme...
Listen, Mike.
Listen carefully to this. The MC gave you a welcome when in cabaret you were taken. If you take this in too quickly, you may be both stirred and shaken.
What do you say to that, Jane?
Sounds like a cocktail.
Does it? Well, there you go. Well, it's nice that you think straight away like that. Thank once again, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Emmett.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Chris.
very much, Ted.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck.
All right, Jane. So, I think, you know, even with the booby prize, you might get just a little more than a cocktail, but I'm glad that you're thinking about something, right? Let's get on with our theme of cabaret. Our next artist, you know, has reigned supreme for many a year. First as a half of a great musical act, and now as a solo performer. Ladies and gentlemen, here with a stirring version of Exodus, please greet Walter Landau. Walter. Marvellous. Great to see you again, Walter Landau. And I did say in the introduction, you know, a long time, well, not a long time ago, really, the great musical act, Rowitz and Landau. Do you remember them, ladies and gentlemen? This is Walter Landau. Yeah. Smashing. Wonderful. So what are you going to leave then as the clue?
Well, I would have bought a piano, and it's a bit too heavy.
Bit too heavy to bring
So
down here.
Instead of the piano, I got a candle.
A candle is the clue. OK. And what about the rhyme?
The rhyme. Exodus may mean a going out, though it's empty, if that's true. You could, of course, all be in. Would this be metal too? That just clears my-
Says Mike. Well, they're looking at me as though I'm going to tell them.
You're not.
Anyway, no, I'm not, Mike. You're going to work that out, but you're going to thank Walter Landau, aren't you? Thank you, Walter. Thanks so much. Good luck. Good luck. Take care. Right. Now, in our cabaret spotlight right now, we've got a throat specialist. No, he's nothing to do with medicine, but he does provide laughter, a laughter tonic with his clever ventriloquial talents. Ladies and gentlemen, a great mate, John Boucher.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I start my act this evening, I just wondered if anybody recognised this little girl, because I found her wandering around backstage, and I think she's lost.
No, I'm not lost.
You're not?
No, my mummy's lost.
Oh, your mum is lost. Oh, I see. Well, have you been down the police station?
Yes,
And what did they say there?
they said no one had been handed in.
Did you give them a description of your mummy?
Yes,
And what did they do then?
they just laughed. Can I stay with you?
Oh, no, I can't look after you.
Oh, go on.
No.
Oh, please.
Well, no, I can't look after a little girl like you. Anyway, perhaps your mummy is in the audience here. Perhaps we'll have a look around for her, shall we? What's she like?
Gin and tonic.
No, not what... I said, what is she like? Not what... A heckler.
Jen, hit me with your rhythm stick. Hit me with your rhythm stick.
Just a moment, sir. Who are you, sir?
Oh, waiter.
That's my daddy.
Just a minute, I'm not the father of twins.
You're seeing double. She's only one.
I'm 4.
You want to be 5? Keep your mouth shut.
He's silly. He thinks I'm real, you know.
I know what you are. You're a ventriloquist.
He's a ventriloquist.
Listen, don't put words in my mouth. I tell you what you can't do, friend. I bet you can't recite Peter Piper picked a pepper, plum and plimpers. Or picked a pepper, plum and plumpers if you're left-handed. While I drink a glass of water.
That's not difficult.
Very difficult for me. I've never drank a glass of water.
Well, let's try it.
Just a moment. Can I have this glass here, young man? My God. Are you working with him? Here we are now. Ready when you are, Squire?
Right, here we go.
Peter Piper picked a pecker, pickle, pepper, a pecker, pickle, pepper. Peter Piper picked. Peter Piper picked a pepper.
John, lovely. As always, that was great, really great.
Oh, thanks, Ted. You know, I watch the show every week.
Yeah?
So do I, and I think you're gorgeous and talented and tanned and lovely.
Oh, well, well, that's very nice of you to say so.
No, he says so.
Yes, he does. All right, then, John, what are you going to leave then as the clue?
Well, Ted, I brought this needle as the clue, OK?
Yeah, fine. And do you have a rhyme as well?
Yes, right. Now, this is the rhyme. I never said a gottle of gear, so am I for or agin? You could throw it out of the corner of the room if this you happen to win.
Ooh. What do you say, Jane, this time?
Furniture?
Oh.
Furniture of some kind? Corner of the room?
Out of the corner of the room.
Well, we've got to start thinking about it now. We have 3 on the table, which you're going to thank, aren't you? John Boucher. Cheers, John.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you again. Cheers, mate. What do you say, Jay?
Could be a bin.
Could
Could be a bin. And you reckon you've got a... And you reckon you've got one here already? Well, I'll tell you what, you've just heard that, of course, from John. I can read the candle, brought in just now by Walter Landau. Of course, Chris Emmett brought in the shoe. #1 item. Which one would you like to hear?
The candle.
Candle? Walter said, Exodus may mean a going out, though it's empty if that's true. You could, of course, all be in. Would this be metal too?
It wouldn't be empty if it was going out, because the bin's always full when it's going out. So it wouldn't be empty, would it? No.
Well, don't ask me, Mike.
Unless it's,
You better
unless
ask
it's
Jane.
all from here.
I think we ought to reject that one.
Yeah.
Yes?
Candle.
I think we'll reject that.
You will. You sure,
Yeah.
you sure about that?
Yeah.
Victoria?
Yeah.
OK, fair enough. You're going to reject the candle brought in by Walter Landau. Let's see exactly what you've rejected. Exodus may mean a going out, though it's empty if that's true. You could, of course, all be in. Would this be metal too? Well, Exodus may mean a going out. Well, a going out, are we going to send you out, say, for perhaps a meal or a holiday? Well, we said it's empty if that's true, so that doesn't really fit. You could, of course, all be in. Well, as you suggested, could be in mean bin. That's certainly empty. Would this be metal too? Well, of course, the bin is metal, and so are a lot of other things. In fact, the last line was not a question, but a statement. Would this be metal too? And it is wood. It's a beautiful piece of wood, this oval dining table, 4 chairs, 2 carvers, complete with the canteen of cutlery and candelabra. Take a look at this. Oh, dear. There you go. Stand over there, Mike and Jane. Would you like to stand just there? Not a bad present, eh? Not a bad prize. What do you think?
Gorgeous.
What did you think it was? Huh? Did you think it was the bin?
I thought it might be the bin.
Thought it might have been the bin. What's in there, Libby? Let's have a look at the cutlery. There we are. How about that? That can't be bad. It's a marvellous suite. 2 carvers as well, a beautiful suite of furniture, and you've rejected it. We've got another 4 to go, and remember, one of those is the bin. We're going away just for a couple of minutes, folks. Back after the break, 3, 2, 1. Keep thinking now. And you. Part 3, ladies and gentlemen, where Mike and Jane from Stockport, of course, have just rejected the dining room suite. But we're going to push on with our theme of cabaret. Next to grace our cabaret floor is a charming lady from the United States of America. You know, since her arrival here, she's captivated all of us with her delightful singing. Please welcome Diane Solomon.
She was born in a one-room shack, backside of town. Her daddy ran away before she ever knew he was supposed to be around. Not much to eat, never had a dime. Mama used to drink most of the time. Stony Creek woman. Old Cadillac was rusting her back, refrigerator on the back stoop. Gentlemen friends used to spend their time drinking shine down by the chicken coop. Stony Creek woman learned as a child, it pays to be nice, you gotta make a man smile. Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman. He was 19 and she was 25 when he met her for the very first time. He laid down his money, his life, and his soul. He said, I've got to make her mine. A woman, an angel, a devil with charms. Forgot who he was when he lay in her arms. Stony Stony Creek woman. He thought he was a man, but he really was a boy. She made him cry like a baby. He wanted to be her one and only joy. She said, honey, I gotta stay free. A lady of the night, a queen of tarts, left behind a trail of broken hearts. Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman. Of all of the women that you ever met, I'm the only one you'll never forget. I'm the Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman. Stony Creek woman.
Lovely. Smashing. Lovely to have you with us. And what are you going to leave as the...
I'm leaving an ostrich feather, my dears.
An ostrich feather. Lovely. And what about the rhyme?
You may be at a loss if this is what you win. You can bet you'll see a star, but it won't be Rin Tin Tin.
Hey, Mike. Oh. Oh, really?
The dustbin.
Oh, well.
Tin.
There you go.
You'll be at a loss.
Oh, they're telling me now. They're chastising me. You're going to thank Diane Solomon, though, aren't you? Thanks very much, Diane. Take care.
Ooh, thank you.
Well, come on. Well, okay, and Diane has just brought that in. You've told me what you think it might be, but you know what we get up to on this show. We also have the slipper brought in by Chris Emmett. I can read you that, or the needle brought in by John Boucher.
I think we'll hear the shoe.
You'd like to hear the
Yeah.
shoe?
Okay.
All right, the shoe brought in by Chris and said, the MC gave you a welcome when in cabaret you were taken. If you take this in too quickly, you may be both stirred and shaken. Well, Jane?
Yes, I think we'll reject
Yeah,
the ostrich
the
feather.
feather.
The feather?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Diane said, you may be at a loss. If this is what you win, you can bet you'll see a star, but it won't be Rin Tin Tin. OK, you may be at a loss if this is what you win. Well, here's this the bin, which is what you think. Well, could he be the star that you'll bet you'll see? Well, we said it won't be Rin Tin Tin, but we didn't say it wouldn't be tin. Right at the beginning, we said you may be at a loss. And the loss we thought you may be at is, would you believe, Los Angeles. We were going to fly you for 2 weeks to California, San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge. You'd have had 4 days in San Francisco, on to Las Vegas for another 4 days. There's the Strip in Vegas, of course. Coming up any minute, you're going to see, yes, there's Don't Walk. There's the riverboat, of course. That's downtown. The Big Wheel, the Silver Slipper, Caesar's Palace, and the Flamingo. There's the Stardust there. It's a marvelous place, a wonderful holiday. The Aladdin, I played there myself. There's Caesar's Palace. A terrific prize. Yeah. You haven't been there, have you, before? No. Oh, dear. Well, now, we just have one more to go, and then we have the final 3. OK, to close our cabaret line-up, now we have an act that's a wow wherever they go. They present themselves originally, cleverly, and sensationally. Ladies and gentlemen, for my money, the greatest act in nightclubs today, Ronnie Dukes and Ricky Lee.
Oh, my God, it's Alice Faye. She'd like to sing a song that she's recently recorded on the Guinness label. And it's been released about the same time as Rudolph Hess. It's a song that she sang on our very first Royal Command performance. The Queen loved it. Prince Albert weren't too keen, but that's the way. She's going to sing it like she's never sang before.
How's that?
In key. And it's been written for her by Cole Porter. Not the Cole Porter, a Cole Porter. And it's a song that we'd like to dedicate to my mother-in-law, call that old black magic. The old black magic has me in a spell.
Old black magic that you weave so well.
I see fingers up and down my spine.
Same old witchcraft when your eyes meet mine.
Same old tingle that I feel inside.
Then the elevator starts to try.
Down and down I go, round and round I go, like a leaf that's caught in the tide.
I should stay away, but what can I do? I hear your name and I'm aflame.
Flame, burning desire, that only your kiss put out my fire. You're the lover I have waited for.
You're the maid that fate had me created for. And every time your lips meet mine,
baby, down and down I go, round and round I go, in a spin, loving the spin I'm in, under the old black magic, oh love.
in the spin, loving the spin I'm in, under the old black magic, oh love.
In a spin, loving the spin I'm in, under the old black magic of love. Under the old black magic of love.
Yeah. Smashing, Ron.
Thank you.
Terrific,
Thank you.
Ricky. Great to see you again.
Thank you.
Marvellous as ever. My God, making one of your rare television appearances.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
now,
you.
what are you going to leave then as the clue?
That's,
What is that?
that is a witch doctor's juju stick.
A juju stick?
The mother-in-law's son.
She doesn't want it back then, Ron, eh? OK, now, Ronnie, have you got a rhyme?
Well, for the rigmarole, it's Ricky Lee.
Oh.
This says, see this, it's the start of black magic. A lot of help I could be. Ah, if you want to win at the end, the answer's a spell, don't you see?
Jane?
Big box of black magic.
Oh, we'd give you a bit more than that, you know what I mean? Hey, what about thanking, though, please? Ronnie Dukes, Ricky Lee. Cheers, Ronnie. Cheers, Ricky. Have a laugh. Take care. Good luck. All right. The juju stick brought in by Ronnie Dukes. He says it was sent by his mother-in-law, but I don't know whether we'll believe that. Never mind. What are you going to...
The shoe.
Yes?
Get rid of the shoe.
You want to reject the shoe? Oh, no.
Oh, they say no.
Oh, no, they say. You see, they know something, Mike, we don't know. What are you going to do? It's up to you. Yes? All right. All right, Jane, what are you saying?
OK, I'll go ahead.
Jane says OK, and she's not going to listen to you. You sure about that? OK, we're going to reject the shoe, brought in by Chris, right at the beginning, who said, the MC gave you a welcome when in cabaret you were taken. If you take this in too quickly, you may be both stirred and shaken. Now, you said you thought it was a what? A cocktail, you said, didn't you? The MC gave you a welcome when in cabaret you were taken. Well, did you think we might be trying to take you? If you take this in too quickly, you may be both stirred and shaken. Well, you'd certainly be shaken if you won the bin, I'm sure, and I've no doubt that you'll be stirred as well. So what could you have that might be stirred and shaken? Well, how about a cocktail, Jane, as you suggest? Well, there would have been no shortage of welcomes from your visitors, all served from, right, this magnificent cocktail cabinet. Take a look. OK, Mike and Jane, look at this. Look at Alison is opening up for you there. Look at this, Mike. There you go. And there's more below there, Alison, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Just look at this. We have champagne down there. We've got every spirit you can think of, and we've got the liqueurs as well, plus the cut glass at the top. Magnificent prize. There it is. A pretty penny. I'm afraid we're going back to the last two on the table. Now we've got to think about this. Now we have to go, Jane. Right. Another wonderful prize has gone. Now we're down to the final two, of course, which everybody dreads this moment. But, of course, being the final two, I can read them both again. And I'm sure you want to hear them both again, don't you?
Yes.
OK. Now, then, this was brought in, The Needle by John, who said, I never said a gottle a gear, so am I for or agin? You could throw it out to the corner of the room if this you happen to win. That was what John Boucher said.
It doesn't sound like the bin because you wouldn't throw it to the corner of the room, would you?
Well, argue with Mike.
Yeah, the gottle of gear thing. I don't see the gottle of gear at all.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've just heard that. I'll read the Juju stick brought in by Ronnie Dukes and Ricky Lee again. They said, see this? It's the start of black magic. A lot of help I could be. Ah, if you want to win at the end, the answer's a spell, don't you see?
Answer's a spell.
So,
Spell.
the audience are going as wild as you are right now. Oh, listen, don't listen to them. Hey, listen. You've got to listen to him. He's the fella you've got to take note of.
I'm not really sure.
I'm not going to be blamed.
I'm not really sure.
It's a very, very tough time right now, the final two on the table.
The answer's a spell.
What do you say? What do you think?
See a spell.
Yes, it's one or the
Get
other.
rid of the needle. Are we? Don't keep looking at me.
It's terrifying. Go on.
Convinced.
Well, there you are.
What do you say?
Well, we can't be here all day.
The needle. Okay.
Yes? All right, you're going to
Okay.
reject the needle. All right. You're rejecting the needle brought in by John Boucher, who said, I never said a gottle of gear, so am I for or agin? You could throw it out to the corner of the room if this you happened to win. OK. I never said a gottle of gear, so am I for or agin? Well, gottle of gear, well, that's what a ventriloquist would say if he wasn't a good one like John. He'd say a gottle of gear, and agin, of course, he'd say gin for bin. Well, you could throw it out. Well, that too might be a clue to the bin, but not to the corner of the room. What could be thrown there? How about sound? Well, certainly sound can be thrown in many directions, and you've thrown away this wonderful stereo system. Take a look. Goodness me. Well, I don't have to tell you, Mike and Jane, what this system is all about. It's about the best one you can get.
Yeah.
Two magnificent speakers here. We've got, of course, the tape deck over here. We've got the record player, the amp tuner. You have the headset, of course, remote control as well.
Go on.
Just about, I know I daren't go on, but it's a fabulous prize. You've rejected it. I wouldn't mind that one myself, I can tell you that. However, it has been rejected. We've got to get back to the table. Now, who said they should reject that? You. Let's get back to the table. Oh, dear. Well, they sort of helped you there, but it was your own decision. This is the one that's left. Ronnie Dukes and Ricky Lee brought you in the Juju stick. See this? It's the start of black magic. A lot of help I could be. Ah, if you want to win at the end, the answer. There's a spell you don't you see. OK. See this? It's the start of black magic. A lot of help I could be. Ah, if you want to win at the end, the answer's a spell, we said. Well, the first three lines started with C, A, and R. But if you're spelling, you need letters, not words. And what's the start of black magic? B, I could be of help. And at the end of win, you've got an N. Put these together. I'm afraid you've won Dusty Bin. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. Well, there you go. It has to happen sometime, Mike and Jane. I'm sorry it's happened to you. He's a bit of a rascal, this character. You know that. And there's the new dustbin, of course, that you've got to take home with you. Lovely, she says. Look at her face. Hey, everybody loves this character once he's been rejected. When he's won, look at that. A brand new bin is all you get. There's usually a little something in here. Of course, there is your ceramic dusty bin, so that's a little compensation.
Thank you.
He is worth a little money. Then there's a little bit more money you won in the quiz. Mike, what was that, 200 and what?
320.
320. Well, that's not a bad night's work. 320 quid is there.
Thank you.
You've been a marvellous sporting couple. Thank you for
Thanks
coming.
very much.
Jay, take care. There you are. Well. Oh, dear. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has to happen to somebody. Whoever it happens to, we feel very, very sorry for because they're all such lovely couples that come on our programme. However, that's the rules of our show. We look forward to seeing you next week with more beautiful couples like this. Until then, have a great week. Good night, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Good night.